Hey, Paul. Are you not going to come home today for dinner? You haven't been home by this time for so long now. I made you dinner, but should I just leave it in the fridge like always?
Yeah, sorry, but you won't be seeing me tonight. Don't worry, you might catch me in the morning. You better have breakfast ready for me then.
Well, yeah. I just mentioned how I'll put your dinner aside for the morning. You can just heat it up in the microwave when you want to eat it after waking up. You said you're going to come back by the morning, but you're going to be back just when the sun is rising like always, right? 4 or 5 in the morning, I assume? I don't really want to wake up at that hour, so I'll leave you to eat your breakfast whenever you feel like it.
Wait, what are you talking about? You're my wife, aren't you? And yet you're not going to make me a freshly made breakfast? Come on now. We can't be getting lazy like that. You know who's paying the bills in the house. So, you better treat me right.
I don't think I've ever felt dependent on your income. You know that I work just as much as you. So, I don't know what you're trying to imply.
Hold on now. Come on, you can't be serious. You work at home, don't you? Why would you think we're on the same level at all? Look, just stop questioning what I'm telling you to do and make me breakfast when I come home. It better be warm.
You're out drinking again, aren't you?
And what's it to you? I get to use my money however I want. I earned it after all. Anyways, I have something I need to talk to you about. That's why I'm reaching out. So you better be ready for some talking.
Well, why don't you just come home and we can talk about it in person?
Nah. I mean, it puts less pressure on me and you after all. Besides, this beer isn't going to drink itself, you know.
So you're not even going to tell me when you're sober? You're not in your right mind anyways, are you?
Look, stop worrying about me and listen. I've decided right here and now that I'll be filing a divorce. So, good luck on your own.
What are you on about? Do you want to think about what you just said?
I don't need to think about anything. This has been in the back of my mind for months. So I'm glad I could finally get it off my chest. I was waiting for this for so long. Alright, well, I've got some drinks to take care of with the boys. I'll catch you later.
Wait, hold on. You can't just cut the conversation short like that. Listen, if you want to have this talk, we better do it in person when you're in a better mindset. Besides, if it's about a divorce, we both should have a say to go through with it or not.
I keep telling you that I am the one that runs this house. You just live off the money I earn through hard work. Why would you have a say in anything I do in my life choices? All you get to do is listen to what I have to say and follow through. You understand?
Seems like you're just as drunk as ever. Not that I'm surprised.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sobering up as we speak. These are my true desires, through and through. And if you were interested, seems like our daughter has no problems with it too.
Wait, what? You brought this up to Sally?
Yep. And it seems like she prefers Daddy over Mommy. Poor you. Ha ha. I mean, she is a middle schooler at this point. She has every right to decide on who she wants to be with. And unfortunately, it seems like that isn't you.
You're telling me Sally told you that she wanted to live with you? When did this happen? This sounds like a lie you just made up.
Believe whatever you want. But just note that she was embarrassed to be with a mom as old as you are. You're an old hag after all.
What did you just say?
Oh yeah, it's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it? What an awful way to start a day of celebration. Though I guess for me it'll be a joyful day. Haha. How old are you turning again? I can't even keep up.
I'll be 40. Why are you even asking at this point?
40? You're in your 40s? You're joking, right? Well, I suppose I did make the right choice in that case. I mean, it seems the clock was ticking for you until you became an old woman. Me and Sally are sick of dealing with an elder like you. I can't believe I was married to a 40-year-old. Yikes.
Paul, it's perfectly normal to be in your 40s when your daughter is 14. If anything, I might even be on the younger end of things compared to some parents.
Have you been keeping up? Look at the other moms in Sally's middle school. They're all so young. Gorgeous, too. You, on the other hand... Well, age hasn't really helped you out looks-wise, has it? And you were such a beautiful babe back in the day, weren't you? But look at you now. You're just a middle-aged hag I'd see anywhere in town.
Why do you feel the need to say things like that? I'm not going to magically get younger just because you're not attracted to me anymore.
I'm just telling you how it is. Just accept it. You're not attractive anymore. You're not fit to be my wife anymore.
All right, I see how it is. So both you and my own daughter viewed me that way. Is that what you're implying?
Get with the program. I'm saying you've been replaced.
You what?
Yup. She's 23 and a gorgeous woman. Not to mention, Sally seems to really get along with her too. So you're out of the question. You've been thrown out like yesterday's garbage.
You've been cheating on me all this time?
When did I ever imply that? I've done nothing with this new girl. I can assure you that much. All I said was that we should get married once I was done with you. I'm not as scummy as to juggle two women at once. Get this, too. This girl is the daughter of a super big-time CEO. I'll even get a new job up at her dad's place. Talk about pulling the winning lottery. You'd be an idiot if you were in my shoes and didn't go through with the divorce. Which same person would stay with you after an offer that great?
I genuinely don't care about your well-being or whatever at this point. But doesn't that seem a little sketchy? Look, just don't come crying to me begging to get back together when things go south.
Come on now. There's no need to be such a sore loser. This is all your fault anyways. I know ladies that age like fine wine, but you don't put in the effort for your own beauty and you just lost everything because of it.
Well, I won't be responsible for anything that happens to you. You got that? I do not want to hear from you ever again asking for my help. Because you know what my answer will be. Now, let me ask you this again. Are you sure you want to go through with this? You won't regret it at all?
Why would I? Why would I choose a 40-year-old hag like you over a cute girl in her 20s? Sally is fine with it too. So, as a proud father, I need to do what my daughter wants in life, right? So that's that. It's time for you to get out of my life.
Whatever. I won't be seeing you.
And that's done. Oh, but make sure you leave me some breakfast, yeah? I might get you to sign the divorce papers when I come home, actually. Hi, Julia. I'm really sorry for contacting you so late in the night. I don't know if you remember, but I'm Tony, one of Paul's coworkers.
Oh, right. I remember you, Tony. Is there something I can help you out with? Sorry, I'm not really in the right mindset at the moment.
I don't blame you. I suppose the first thing I should mention is that I was out drinking with Paul, and it seems like he lashed out at you after drinking a few too many drinks.
It's whatever. I knew he wasn't a great person from the start.
I'm so sorry. I tried to stop him and talk him out of it, but he just wouldn't. I mean, I know how kind of a woman you are, and I know Paul is going to regret it afterwards.
Well, thank you. I'm glad at least someone knows how to treat others with respect. Was that all you wanted to say? I really appreciate the message, but I think I need some time for myself.
Sorry, I won't keep you for too long. But I'm sure you're aware now, but Paul has someone he is planning on getting married to. Some girl in her 20s called Jennifer or something.
Right. And my daughter seems completely fine with her being her new mother, it seems. She is the daughter of some rich CEO or something, right? Paul was so over the moon about it that it was genuinely pathetic.
Right. But after doing a bit of my own investigation, it seems like there is much more to the story than I originally thought.
What do you mean?
Well, for starters, this Jennifer chick seems to only be in it to play around with Paul. She's most likely just using him for his money or something. But of course, he thought that there was much more to it than that, and is now fully believing that they're going to get married in the future. I've warned him over and over that she's just using him, but of course, he's too arrogant about the whole situation to even listen.
He was going on and on about moving in with her and getting a job at her father's work, which would set him up for life or something. He seemed to be pretty confident it was happening, too. I know he's pathetic, but even he's smart enough to not blatantly believe someone without evidence.
Well, that's why I'm somewhat concerned about the whole thing. Why would a young, pretty girl suddenly be okay with marrying a man like that? There has to be a catch somewhere.
A catch, you say?
Well, the story of Jennifer being the daughter of some CEO is suspicious already. I mean, I have my doubts. I was with Paul when he met her for the first time. We were out drinking at a pub where she just so happened to approach him out of the blue. Even then I was suspicious. But I don't see the benefits of a young woman like her taking on a man in his 30s and his 14-year-old daughter.
So that's how they met. Though I suppose if an attractive woman approached him, I could see that idiot falling for it.
I obviously can't say anything for sure, but I'm sure even you know that Paul earns a pretty solid income. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if she's just a gold digger that's pretending that she has a rich father to reel him in.
Right. I get you. And why are you telling me all of this, by the way?
Well, he's trying to get your daughter Sally involved too. I don't even know when he brought her along to meet up with Jennifer, but he's not listening to anything I say, so I thought I'd mention it to you in a last-ditch effort to fix everything up. But it's ultimately your choice if you want to go through with it all. I mean, he did say all of those things to you after all.
Look, I'm glad that you told me about some of those details about this situation, but I genuinely could not care what happens to him after being verbally abused like that. If things get rough with his situation, I'll legally claim my daughter and make her live with me. For now, though, I'll just see what happens. But again, I appreciate your time for trying to handle all of this to the best of your ability.
Don't mention it. I just wanted to give you the heads up. I've known Paul for a while, so I do want him to succeed in his personal life. But he absolutely went too far this time around. Just don't let any of the words he says to you get to your head going forward. I can't do much to help, but if you need someone to investigate what Paul's up to, then please let me know.
Right. I might take you up on that offer at some point. Thanks.
Hey, Julia, it's me. I hope you've been well. It's been too long.
To think I'd get an annoying message from you. What do you want? I thought you weren't ever going to contact me again.
Well, yeah, I did say that, I suppose, but... See, some issues have come up, and I thought I'd get in touch.
Let me guess. The girl you were seeing ran off with all of your money one morning. How did you not expect this to happen?
Wait, how did you find out?
Because the whole thing was laughably predictable. And of course you got fooled by it just like that. This is what you get for trusting a girl that's much younger than you that's that gorgeous. Why would a girl like that want to get with you anyways?
No, you don't get it at all. She's crazy. I need help. Everything she said from the very beginning was a blatant lie. She doesn't have some rich father. She doesn't even have a house to her name. And by the time I realized it, she had run off with my bank details. She has all of my money.
And what happened to Sally? Is she okay?
Well, yeah, she's at my parents' house for the time being.
Oh, good. I don't care about you, but I'm glad she seems to be in a safe place. So I'm assuming your parents know about all of this that happened?
No, I haven't told them a thing. I didn't even tell them that I broke up with you, to be honest. You know how my parents are. They're always so backwards and old-fashioned.
Do you really think that's the biggest problem you have to worry about right now? Obviously, they were going to find out at one point.
I know. But listen, I was dealing with the whole situation with Jennifer that I didn't have anything else in my mind. And I thought about all that had happened, and I know I need to apologize for everything I did to you.
About time, huh? But you're probably just apologizing to me because you got scammed by that woman and you have nowhere to go. Is that about right?
No, it's nothing like that. Even if I was going to go through with the whole marriage with Jennifer, looking back, I would have canceled that and gone back to you. This is truly how I feel. I need you back in my life.
Why would I believe a single word that you say, huh? Do you not feel shame at all? You're absolutely pathetic, Paul. No matter what you tell me, I will not be helping you out in any way. I warned you.
Wait, just wait a second, all right? I seriously just want to sit down and talk everything over with you. That's all. There's nothing I can do right now. I don't even have enough money to pay off the bills in this house. Please, you gotta help me out.
Well, why don't you move out and back into your parents' place then? Why should I have to deal with your problems all of a sudden?
Why? Because I helped you out for over 10 years with all of the bills. How is that fair that you suddenly don't have it in you to help me out?
Sure, but you were the one that kicked me out of that house in the first place without any hesitation. I'm already living by myself in a house of my own now, so I'm not dependent on you anymore. And I was never dependent on your income back when we lived together either. So deal with it yourself. If you have a full-time job, you could probably recover somehow, right? I mean, this is your responsibility that you ended up in this mess.
Well, sure. But I haven't told you one thing.
You were so excited about getting a new job at Jennifer's dad's place that you just quit your job? That's what happened, right?
She promised me. She used me like that just to toss me away. I was going to have a steady income coming in after getting into her dad's company. That was the plan. I even talked to him, and he told me that the first payment was going to be over $8,000.
You met her father? And do you believe that as well?
Well, of course I did. Why would I not believe him if that's what he told me to my face with so much sincerity? Though he was a lot younger than what I imagined. I guess he was in on it too. He probably isn't even related to Jennifer.
Seems like it was some multi-layered scam that they came up with. And you fell right for it. Don't tell me he asked for a front-end payment when you first mentioned working for him too.
Well, yeah. He told me I could buy stock in the company when I joined. He said I get the best deal if I pay up front when I start. That I could get it back whenever I wanted.
How stupid can you be? Why would you not think the job is all a lie when you heard that? I guess you really were head over heels for this Jennifer girl. You're pathetic.
Well, she sounded so genuine about everything. She had a way with her words. Anyone would have fallen for that.
Well, I had a talk with your friend, Tony, and he seemed to be very wary of her. He was worried about me, but also as your coworker. If you could be as sincere as he was.
I know. I should have believed Tony in the first place. I should apologize to him for not trusting what he had to say. Yeah, maybe then he'll help me out of this mess. It's so annoying though. He's not picking up his phone at all, no matter how many times I call him.
He hasn't blocked you, has he? I mean, you two were so close as co-workers from what I remember.
Damn it! I shouldn't have punched him.
Excuse me?
See, he was being really pushy about who I should or shouldn't date, and it got on my nerves that he was trying to control me. And we broke into a fight during a night of drinking. And then I punched him without thinking. Damn it! He said he'd take legal action and get me to pay for his hospital fees. Don't you feel bad for me? I keep getting pushed around and used like a toy. And what do I always get? Absolutely nothing.
I feel bad about my daughter, that's for sure. You're honestly one of the most pathetic men I've ever come across. I'm glad we ended up getting divorced so I didn't have to deal with any of this in person. Even thinking about the what-ifs of still being with you sends chills down my spine.
Look, I know a lot has happened between us, but I'm a better man than I ever was. I've reflected and regretted everything I've done to you. I promise I'll treat you better. So, what do you say we get back together for old time's sake? And for Sally's sake, too.
Why would I ever say yes to that? I mean, you literally were trying to cheat on me and pushed me out of your life. Go find a new girl that you fancy to get scammed from again.
Aren't you being a little too harsh? We were together for over a decade, Julia.
You told me that I was an old hag that looked worse and worse as the years go by. I don't think you have any right to call me harsh after all of that. I knew this was all going to happen from the moment you started being cold to me. And I knew that you were going to get scammed from the moment you mentioned this new girl. I mean, think about it. Which young girl would want you for anything other than your money?
Damn it!
And now that you've been sucked dry of everything you have, no wonder you got thrown out. You can call me an old hag all you want, but you're 35 too. If there was a single thing I still liked about you, I might have considered getting back with you. But look at you. Who would ever want to spend time with you?
Wait, even you're going way too far.
Perhaps. But I thought it'd be better if I let it all off my chest while I had the courage to do so. But it's just like you said. It's so much easier blabbering about what's on my mind with a little alcohol. Afterwards, Paul tried his hardest to locate where I lived. Luckily, I had moved completely out of the area and was living a calm life in a quiet town. I heard that he still occasionally wanders around town trying to find any clues of my whereabouts. But I'm certain he'll never get to me. His parents obviously found out about everything that had happened and therefore had a thing or two to say to him. In the end, Sally was taken off of him, and they're living as a family of 3, excluding Paul. As for Tony, his old coworker, he never bothered to contact Paul ever again. I'm sure that hurt, losing every single person in his life that could help him out. But with no friends or family, and no job to support himself, I do truly wonder what his plans are going forward. I also heard from Tony that the scammers that tried to get Paul got arrested themselves for money laundering, which serves them right. Though I suppose if it wasn't for them, I couldn't get rid of my problematic ex-husband. I'm definitely better off without him. So in a strange way, I'm thankful for their efforts. Thanks for watching until the end. Subscribe for more video stories.
Hannah, I bet that deep down you actually have a terrible personality. You're just good at hiding it.
What did you just say to me? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Did I do something to you?
Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm correct, considering you're getting married to my trashy brother. You've probably committed some crimes at least a couple of times in your life. I'm so scared just texting you. I'm shaking. Don't ever come close to me, you monster!
Are you having fun talking to yourself? It seems kind of sad. Maddie, I know that you don't get along with Aaron very well, but that doesn't give you the right to treat me like this. I am not going to just sit here taking your abuse just because I'm his wife. I am not a criminal, so please stop assuming that I am.
Just be quiet. I know that the woman that a terrible guy like him chooses as his partner is going to be a piece of trash. I'm 100% sure about this.
Why are you calling him a terrible person? I don't get it at all.
What? Are you serious? Do you really not get why?
His parents were unable to pay for him to attend high school or university, so he worked multiple jobs to pay the fees himself. He managed to graduate from a great university thanks to all his hard work and dedication. I think that what he did was very respectable, and he is not a terrible person like you keep saying. None of what you say makes any sense to me.
What are you talking about? He ignored my parents when they asked him to drop out of high school and start working. Our family needed him to work so that he could pay and support our family. He betrayed our family and went off to university. There is nothing respectable about that.
Wow. I feel sorry for you, Maddie.
What did you just say to me?
You've been completely brainwashed by your parents just because you're their favorite child. They've taught you all the wrong morals and ideas about our society. Everything that you say is just so insane and dumb. That's why I said I feel so sorry for you.
I cannot believe this. How can someone like you talk back to me like this?
I'm having a great time texting you, but unfortunately, I have to go grocery shopping now. What a shame!
Hey, hold on a minute. I'm not just going to accept that crap that you just told me. You better take that back and apologize to me right now.
Please, just calm down. There's nothing left in the fridge, and I need to go shopping before the stores close. I'm making food for your family as well, after all. You're not going to be eating any dinner if I don't go get some groceries right now. Are you sure you're going to be okay without dinner tonight?
Well, of course not. Why do you have to bring that up right now? You're just so annoying. You're just so perfect for my idiot brother. 2 clueless idiots meant to be together. Huh. Hurry up and go shopping, you loser.
Thank you so much for your compliments. It has just made my day.
What? Are you stupid? I'm not complimenting you. Why would I?
Well, anyway, I'll be off now. Goodbye.
What is it with you? I hate talking to you. Hello, Hannah. You don't have to come back home anymore because you no longer have permission to come inside.
Wait, what?
You can just leave the groceries you bought for us in front of the door. I'll pick it up and put it inside later on.
Are you really sure about what you just said to me? It's a little out of nowhere.
I just told all my relatives about the 2 times that you had to go to jail for the crimes you committed.
What did you just say? You're joking, right? I've never committed a crime before, and I definitely haven't been to jail before.
I really don't care if it really happened or not. All my relatives will believe anything that I say if I say it's the truth. While you were out doing the grocery shopping, I told this to so many people. I first told my mom, dad, and grandma that live with me right now. Then I made sure to tell my other relatives, like my aunt, uncle, cousins, and so many more. I sent them all a text saying that you were a terrible woman that got married to Aaron while keeping your criminal record a secret. I also texted them that you've been to jail 2 times before.
How could you do such a thing?
I told them that the first time was for punching someone in the face and the second time was for shoplifting. My mom and dad went ballistic and said that you are never to step foot in our property again. So, yeah, don't come to my house ever again. Oh, and they also want you to get divorced with Aaron. They don't want a criminal in the family. Can you blame them? I guess that I won't have to see you very much anymore.
I am not going to get divorced with him over this crap. He's not the kind of guy that would fall for a stupid lie like this.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Even if he doesn't believe it, the rest of his family does. He's going to be constantly harassed for getting married to a criminal like you. I would hate to have to live a life like that. I'm pretty sure he's going to get the divorce eventually.
Why did you have to take things this far?
Isn't it obvious? I did this so that my trash brother would lose everything. I don't want him to ever become happy.
What is wrong with you? This is taking this too far, even for a crazy girl like you.
I don't care. Just him existing makes me so angry. Just thinking about him is really annoying me now. Why doesn't he just hurry up and leave our parents' house? He should just hurry up and find his own place.
Well, isn't it kind of obvious why he still lives with you all?
What are you trying to say?
It's okay, actually. Never mind. Well, I understand how you feel now. I'm not going to be coming back to that house, and we will be leaving indefinitely. I am not a criminal, like you said, but I don't want to be living with people that make up lies like that and have no common sense.
You're finally doing something useful. Never come back here again. I don't want the trash of society in my family.
Hannah, I'm so sorry about what happened today. I just heard about it. My sister is absolutely insane. Sorry I couldn't do anything about it because I was at work. I'm really sorry.
Aaron, I was planning on contacting you about it too. I'm sorry I didn't do it earlier. So, you heard what happened?
Yeah, I did. Where are you at right now? Are you doing okay?
I've booked a hotel close to the station for tonight, so you don't need to worry about me.
Okay, that's good to hear. Anyway, how did my family fall for such a blatant lie? There's no way that someone as kind as you could have a criminal record. I guess my family believed it because they don't know you as well as I do. Although my grandma didn't fall for it, and she keeps telling me how great of a person you are. I'm just so sorry about all of this.
It's okay. You don't need to keep apologizing to me. I'm glad that at least your grandma believes in me. Also, I know that the reason that you haven't been able to move out of your parents' house is because you're worried about your grandma, right? She's the only one that is on your side. I'm the only one that is normal in your crazy family.
Thanks for understanding. I know that me staying here is causing you all sorts of problems.
It's okay. I can deal with it. I agreed to marrying you knowing that these kinds of things could happen. Although, I do think that we need to think about a solution to the current situation. Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that too. My grandma just gave me permission to go ahead with that plan we discussed a little while ago. Oh, we're going ahead with that plan already? I thought that we would try that in a few months' time. Well, yeah, that was the original schedule, but I think we might be able to carry it out a little sooner. I discussed the current situation with that person, and they told me we could carry out the plan right away. Let's carry it out this weekend once things have calmed down a little. Okay, that would be perfect. I guess it's finally happening. I'm getting excited already. We only have to wait a few more days now. Yeah, finally. Just hang on for a couple more days. I'm sorry that this all had to happen to you. I'm fine. Let's get through this together.
Oh, this house is so much better without you around. I've been in such a good mood ever since you left. It looks like my loser brother is going to be leaving soon as well. He hasn't been keeping in contact with you either, so you guys must have gotten divorced. My plan is working so well. I guess it was a huge success telling all my relatives that you were a criminal. You deserve it, you filthy lowlife. Everything is finally going my way. It's just so fun watching all the pieces finally fitting together. My life is so great. I bet that you're so jealous of me. Pick up the phone right now. What the hell is this? Answer me now. Don't just ignore me.
Oh, hello, Maddie. It's been a while. What do you need me to explain? Is it about the police report that I filed against you?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why did you do that to me? You can't just file a random police report.
Actually, I had every reason to file one. Did you not know that defamation and harassment can be a form of crime?
What are you talking about? Stop making up a bunch of nonsense.
I'm not making any of this up. Look it up if you don't believe me. You lied to all your relatives by saying that I had a criminal record and had been to prison 2 times. You did this so that I'd get kicked out the house. This is definitely a form of defamation and harassment.
Wait, really?
I also heard that you told the same lie to all your neighbors as well. I think that definitely is damaging to my reputation. If you continue like this, then that would cause me all sorts of problems. I filed a police report so that you would understand how serious what you're doing is. It's not something that you can just get away with for free.
You can't be serious, right?
I'd be happy to not charge you for a crime as long as you pay me a settlement fee. I'm sure my lawyer will tell you all the information that you need.
What? I have to pay money to you? Why did things have to end up like this? Why is this happening to me? I don't get it at all. I tried to sell my parents' house so that I could make money to pay you for the settlement fees. I just got told that the house has been put on sale for a while now and that a buyer has been found. Would you explain what the hell is going on?
There's no point in asking me for an explanation, is there? The person that got the house sold was your grandma, as she's the one that owns the house.
What? My grandma did this? I thought that it was my dad that owned the house.
I heard that your grandpa gave the house to your grandma when he passed away. You didn't know?
How was I supposed to know? Are you sure about this?
Well, it must be true, seeing as your grandma was able to put the house on sale and get it sold.
No way. Well then, how am I meant to get the money to pay you for the settlement? I need so much money right now.
Why do you need to sell the house to pay me back? It's not that big of a fee. Oh, wait. Is it because you have to pay for a lawyer and another settlement fee because you caused even more trouble?
What? You know about that?
Yeah, I heard that you destroyed someone's marriage by sleeping with a married guy. I heard that things got physical when you two came face to face. Whatever property damage you caused must have been really bad. The worst part is that your mother knew about it and supported you.
Isn't it kind of obvious that my mom would be happy about me pursuing my happiness? She should be supporting my love life.
You and your family really are insane.
You try saying that again, and we can make this a real fight. You think you know me?
I also heard that you've been stealing things from the wife of the guy you've been sleeping with.
Yeah? What about it? There's nothing wrong with me taking some of her stuff. My guy was the one that bought most of them anyway. I'm with him, so they're basically mine. The high-brand bags, diamond rings, and sapphire earrings all suit me so much better than that old and ugly woman. I deserve to have all the things that I took from her.
You do know that what you did was theft, right? It's a crime.
Wait, what?
All the things that you took from her was her property. It's not your property, so taking it from her without her permission is theft. It's as simple as that. How would you react if I took some of your things without telling you? You'd go straight to the police and report it as a crime, right? Does that make sense now? I'm not really sure about the details, but if I were her, I'd be filing a police report for theft. It sounds like the stuff you stole from her is pretty expensive. I guess that you'd have to give back everything you stole or pay her back for the price of the items and also pay for the crime that you committed. Maybe they'll forgive you if you pay them a settlement fee as well.
That's just so much money. I can't believe that this is happening to me.
You were trying to sell your parents' house to pay for all this, right? I understand why you're in need of so much money now.
Well, if you know what's going on, then help me out by giving me money. You're my brother's wife after all. We're family now, right? It's your responsibility to help me out now. If you pay all the fees for me, then I'll accept you as part of my family.
I don't think what you're saying makes any sense.
Why don't you understand? Are you that dumb?
You know that I'm one of the victims of a crime that you committed. You owe me money. Why did you think that I would want to help you out?
Well, it's because…
Oh, also, one more thing. That house you're living in right now has been sold, so you need to move out. If you keep living there forever, that's also going to become a crime too. The house is no longer your family's property. You have to all move out before the deadline.
Why do I have to move out my house? None of these rules make any sense to me. Actually, why am I worrying about this? If my grandma sold the house, that means she bought another house somewhere else, right? All I have to do is move in with her again. I'm such a genius.
Unfortunately, that's not going to be possible either.
Why is that?
She was saying that there was no reason to let you live with her considering you're not actually her granddaughter.
What are you talking about? She's my grandma. I'm tired of all your lies trying to get me scared.
Well, she was saying that she asked your father to get a DNA test recently. Apparently, the results came back and you aren't related to him at all.
A DNA test? Why would my family be getting tested now? It makes no sense.
Well, I'm sure your mother can tell you all the specific details. It's not for me to tell you.
What is going on?
Actually, there's another reason why you won't be able to move in with your grandma. She's actually going to be moving abroad.
She's leaving the country? Why would she do that?
She is getting married to a foreigner.
What? She's getting married again at that age?
Yeah, her partner lost his wife a while ago as well. I guess they're going to spend their last years together as a married couple. I think it's better for both of them, as they won't have to be completely alone and isolated.
When the hell was she able to meet someone like that?
Also, me and Aaron are going to be moving in with your grandma, by the way.
You guys are going with her? You're all leaving the country?
Your grandma's new partner offered us a job at his company, and we decided to take the offer.
Are you guys even going to be able to live abroad? You can barely make a living in your own country. Moving abroad isn't going to magically fix that. What about the language barrier as well? You won't be able to speak in English, you know.
Oh, you didn't realize all the Spanish classes that we've been attending?
You've been taking language lessons? Since when? I had no idea. What is happening to my life? It's all going so terribly all of a sudden. It doesn't make any sense. My life was going so well until recently. I don't deserve any of this.
It's probably because you've been living without consequences for so long. All the bad things that you've been doing have finally come back to bite you all at once. You have to take responsibility for your actions, you know. Can't just get away from committing crimes for free all the time. We're all leaving the USA once things calm down a little. Please pay all the money that you owe me before we decide to leave.
Why do I have to do that? I don't want to. I hate my life now.
Maddie tried asking all her relatives if she could borrow some money from them. Unfortunately for her, none of them were willing to help her out. She had spread lies that I was a criminal, when in reality, she was the one committing the crimes. All her relatives told her that she should be the one going to prison twice instead of me. They were all disgusted that she had slept with someone else's husband, too. Most of her relatives were so disgusted by what she had done that they decided to cut ties with her completely. Maddie's parents decided to get divorced due to some other reasons. They both disappeared without telling any of their family. No one knows where either of them are now. Maddie had no one she could rely on, so she had to work for the huge amount of money that she owed. A regular job was not going to be enough to pay it all off, so she had to resort to a different kind of job. I've heard that people have seen her walking into hotels with many different men on various occasions. I guess her life isn't going so smoothly these days. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Thank you so much for today, Anna. I had a lot of fun. The food was really great, too. It's no problem at all. I'm glad that you had fun. There's something that I want to ask you, though. When are you planning to pay me back for the money that I let you borrow today? I think that you also owe me money from the other day as well. Make sure that you don't forget to pay me back. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about any of it. I'll give it back to you next time I see you. It was only a tiny amount. There's no need for you to be so sweaty about it. I can pay it back to you whenever you need it. You always say that, but you've never paid back the money that you've borrowed from me. It's all starting to add up now. I've lent you money so many times now. I'm starting to get a little worried. Stop being so angry about it. It's not like I stole the money from you. I told you that I'll pay it back someday. I didn't say that you stole anything. I was just asking when you would pay back the money you borrowed from me. You never seem to bring your purse with you at all when you come out with us. You always borrow money from someone every single time. I really don't think that's very polite. To be completely honest, it's starting to get really annoying. You should make it a habit to pay people back as soon as possible. I can't believe that you're saying this to me. You're making it sound like I'm a thief or something. I never thought that you would be this rude to me. I'm disappointed in you. I'm not being rude to you. I'm just telling you the truth. You haven't paid back the money you owe to any of our other mom friends either. We're all starting to get tired of waiting. All of you guys need to stop being so impatient. You shouldn't take everything so seriously. Stop worrying about it so much. I have lots of money so I can pay it back to you guys whenever I want to. You really need to relax and calm down. Stop telling me to calm down and just answer my question. I'm asking when you're going to pay us back. It's not a difficult question to answer. Just tell me when it's going to be and I'll leave you alone. I can give it back to you whenever I have my purse on me. I don't know when that's going to be. It's just that I always happen to forget my purse when I meet up with you guys. It's so strange, right? I never usually forget anything when I leave the house. I don't think it's strange at all. I find it hard to believe that you forget your purse every single time. You should try to make an effort to remember next time. Maybe add some reminders on your phone or write it down on your calendar. There's so many things that you can do to make sure you don't forget it. At least try to make an effort. Oh yeah, what was that vacation that you were talking about today? It sounded like a lot of fun. Stop trying to change the subject. Did you listen to what I just said to you? I want to know more about the vacation. You and our other mother friends were talking about it today. When did you even hear about this? I don't remember talking about it when you were around. I was hiding around the corner when I came back from the toilet. I overheard you guys talking about it. I didn't realize that you would do that. You were spying on us? I was just a little curious as to what you guys were all talking about. I didn't do anything wrong. It's not nice to exclude me from conversations like this. None of you mentioned a single word about vacations when I was around. Well, that's because this vacation has nothing to do with you. That's why we didn't mention anything to you. We only talked about it when you were gone because we thought it would be a little awkward. It wouldn't be awkward if you just invited me. Invite you? There's a reason we decided to plan this without you. A reason? I really don't understand why you're leaving me out of this vacation. We're all friends, aren't we? This isn't fair on me at all. I feel so left out and lonely. You never even pay for your own food. We thought that you wouldn't have the extra money to go on vacation. You can't be serious, right? Do you really think that I don't have any money? I don't want to be too blunt about this, but that's what I really think. You don't have any extra savings, right? That's why you never pay for your own things. I can't believe it. How could you think that way about me? I have so much money in my bank account. Then why do you never pay for anything yourself? You always leave the payments to someone else. I told you this earlier. It's because I keep on forgetting my purse at home. I'm a little clumsy. I always forget something when I leave my home. I can actually pay for myself very easily. How about this? I'll pay for everyone next time we go out to eat. It'll be my treat. We don't want you to treat us. We want you to pay us back the money that you owe. Anyway, that's pretty much why. That doesn't even make any sense. We haven't solved anything. Actually, I've had enough of talking to you for today. Goodbye. I've decided I'm going to go on vacation with you guys. Wait, what did you just say? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. Where are we going on vacation? You're not going to leave me out of this, right? We're not really leaving you out by not inviting you. Just tell me where we're going to go. We're planning to go to Washington. Wait, what? You guys are going that far? Yeah, it's pretty far away. We thought that it would be too expensive for you to come. We're going to go without you this time. I'll make sure to buy lots of souvenirs for you. This is just perfect! Wait, what? You're not coming, right? I was just thinking that I wanted to go on vacation to somewhere far away. I don't have that many opportunities to go on vacation with my family, so this is just perfect timing. There's just no way I'm not going to take this opportunity. So that means you're planning on coming then? Yes, I'm definitely going to go with you guys. When are we going? I'm going to start getting ready for the trip already. I'm going to check this with you just one more time. Are you sure that you can even pay for this trip? None of us are going to pay for you. Of course I can pay for myself. Who do you think I am? Stop trying to assume that I'm poor. If that's really the case, then would you pay back the money that you owe us first? That has nothing to do with this vacation. Actually, it does. If you really want to come, then you have to show us that you can afford it. If you really do have lots of money like you say, then please pay us back before coming on vacation with us. I'm really looking forward to going to Washington already. I actually really love seafood. I heard that they have some great seafood over there. I never said that you could come yet. Please just pay us back the money that you owe. Would you be able to book a space for me on the flight too? I'll pay you back later. What? Were you not listening to what I just told you? Please stop ignoring everything that I'm saying. You don't need to worry about it. I've listened to everything that you've told me. Let me know once the dates for the trip to Washington have been decided. I can't wait for it. Going on a vacation with all our mom friends is going to be so fun. We're not going together if you don't pay us back. I'll pay you back all the money together once you've booked my flight tickets for me. It's easier if I pay you at once, right? That is definitely not okay. I am not going to book your flight ticket for you. I really can't wait for this trip. Thanks so much for letting me come with you guys. Oh my God! Would you just listen to what I say for once? Anna, why didn't you send me any of the details? I've been waiting for you to contact me since yesterday.
What are you talking about, Katie?
Stop trying to act like you don't know. Today's the day we're leaving for Washington, right? I thought we were getting the flight today. Hurry up and tell me where we're planning to meet up today.
I still don't know what you're talking about. Why would we be meeting up with you?
I'm talking about our group trip to Washington. We talked about this the other day. Don't tell me that you've forgotten about it already. I've already arrived at the airport, so let's meet up already. I can't wait to see you guys. Unfortunately, I only have 25 cents in my purse, so I'm going to need you guys to pay for me.
If you're talking about our trip to Washington, we already left yesterday.
Wait, what? Yesterday? I thought we were leaving today.
I told you the dates for this vacation just in case, right? I definitely told you that we'd be leaving on the 10th. That was yesterday.
So, you're telling me that you guys just left me behind? Where the hell are you guys right now?
You really don't listen very well, do you? I just told you that we're in Washington already.
What? You were serious about that? You guys abandoned me and left me here alone?
We didn't really abandon you at all.
Shut up! What else would you call this? I've been left here by myself. I was really looking forward to this trip. How could you do this to me?
Well, we never really invited you in the first place.
What? We had an entire conversation about this trip.
I did tell you what days we were planning to go on. You weren't invited, but you seem to really want to come. That's why I went out of my way to tell you the date of the trip.
Stop making it sound like I wasn't invited. It makes me sound really desperate, and I don't like that.
Well, I'm only telling you the truth. Nobody invited you in the first place. I told you the dates we were planning to go on because you kept on pestering me about it.
What happened to my flight ticket then? I thought I told you to book it for me.
I have no idea. I never booked anything for you at all.
Are you serious? I thought I had asked you to book the flight for me. I asked you so many times.
Why should I have to book your flight for you? You should have done it yourself if you really wanted to come.
Why are you being so mean to me? It wouldn't be that much work for you to book an extra ticket for me.
You really are unbelievable. I can't believe how self-centered you are. If you really wanted to come, then you should have just booked the flight yourself. We're all in Washington having a great time already. Please would you stop interrupting my precious vacation time with these stupid texts?
What the hell am I meant to do now? I'm already waiting at the airport.
Then why don't you just go home then? Nobody is going to come even if you wait. If you really do have the money, then you can just buy yourself a flight ticket and come. If you really want to join us, then we'll let you come on one condition. You have to pay us back all the money that you owe.
Are you serious? I just told you that I only have 25 cents on me. How am I supposed to buy a flight ticket with this kind of money? Please tell me how I meant to get to Washington with 25 cents.
You were serious about that? I thought that was a joke.
Why would I joke about that?
How are you planning on going on vacation with only 25 cents in your purse? How did you even get to the airport in the first place?
I took the bus here. I had a few dollars in my purse before I paid for the bus. Please do something about this. I have no idea what to do now.
Why do I have to solve this mess that you got yourself into? This has nothing to do with me. Just go home already.
How am I supposed to go home? I don't have the money to take the bus again. You know it actually costs some money to use public transport.
I'm just lost for words.
Hey, are you even listening to what I'm saying? You need to learn to listen.
That's rich coming from you. You're the one that doesn't listen at all, usually.
I can't believe that this is really happening to me. I was looking forward to this trip for such a long time. I really don't deserve this happening to me at all.
Actually, I think you kind of deserve it. You tried to barge your way into a vacation that you weren't even invited to with 25 cents in your purse. You were planning to make us pay for everything.
You haven't even paid us back the money we've lent you in the past. I really think that there's something wrong with you. Just tell me what I'm supposed to do now. I'm alone at the airport. This is all your fault, by the way. Why are you asking me about this? You should just figure it out yourself. Ask your husband to come and pick you up if you can't get home by yourself. I'm so angry with you guys. I'm going to post about this on social media. I'm going to write about how you guys betrayed me. Wait, what? You better not do that. I bet the three of you guys only went on this vacation to sleep with other men. You're all having an affair, right? What do you think you're saying? Stop making up such blatant lies like that. I'm going to post how trashy you guys really are. I feel so sorry for your husbands right now. Hurry up and do something to fix my situation if you don't want me posting about you. I've had enough of this. You're really taking this too far. Are you really sure you should be saying that to me? You're going to regret all of this. I guess this is the end for you guys. The end? What are you talking about? I just made a post on social media. I wrote that you guys were all cheating on your husbands while on vacation. Even if it's not true, lots of rumors are going to be going around. All the other moms are going to look at you guys weirdly when you pick up your kids from kindergarten. You've really messed up this time. What are you talking about? I haven't made any mistakes. Megan just saw what you posted on Instagram. She's really, really mad. Good. You guys deserve this. We're all at Megan's vacation home in Washington with our families with us. Wait, what? You guys went on vacation with your families? I never told you that we were going on vacation with just mom friends. I'd love to know how we all managed to have an affair with our families around. You probably know already, but Megan's family owns a huge and successful company. Wait, what? I've never heard of that before. Your husband works as an employee for their company. Wait, what did you just say? That's not true, right? You mentioned the company that your husband works for the other day. I'm pretty sure the name was the same as Megan's family's company. I hope that your stupid actions don't affect your husband's job. Wait, hold on a minute. This has nothing to do with my husband. You also need to help me get out of this airport. Just ask your husband to come and pick you up. You have no other choice, right? You really don't have any money. We all know that you're addicted to gambling. Wait, what? What are you talking about? There have been lots of rumors about you going to the casino. Even a few of our mom friends have seen you going into the casino. That's where all your money goes, right? This is why you always ask us to pay for you when we go out to eat. We're planning to tell your husband about this and ask him to pay the money that you owe to us. Wait, please don't do that. I'm going to be in so much trouble if he finds out about this. My husband doesn't know about any of this yet. He's going to try to kick me out if he finds out. I really wouldn't have anywhere to go if he gets a divorce from me. That's not really my problem, is it? It's the result of all the terrible things you've done in the past. You shouldn't have borrowed money from us if you had no intention of paying it back. I was planning to pay you guys back once I won some big money. You shouldn't have come out to eat with us if you didn't have the money in the first place. I wanted to eat out with my friends sometimes. Then you should have saved up some money so that you could pay for yourself. Megan and the other moms are furious at you. I'd recommend deleting the post you made on Instagram. You should also explain everything that's going on to your husband and ask him to pick you up. Make sure you do your best to make Megan calm down. I've sent her a lot of text messages, but she keeps on ignoring me. That's because we're all texting you together on my phone. Everyone's by my side right now. We're all reading everything that you send me. We're all tired of your selfishness and lack of common sense. Please stop trying to be friendly with us. We don't want to be friends with you anymore. Good luck getting home from the airport. We're all going to enjoy this lovely vacation without you. Katie ended up having no choice and decided to call her husband to pick her up from the airport. She had to explain everything that happened to her husband. He was very disappointed in her, and things became very awkward between them. Once he had heard about Megan's company, he was devastated. He knew he was probably going to lose his job. He became very angry and decided not to pick her up from the airport. Katie ended up having to walk home from the airport without any food or drinks. It took her over 5 hours to get home. Katie's husband didn't end up getting fired, but he was demoted and his salary was reduced. He decided to kick Katie out of his house, and they are currently talking about getting a divorce. Katie really should have thought about her actions before going through with them. Currently, her life has completely fallen apart, and she is completely alone. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Mia, how are the sales for this month? It's been 6 months since the cafe opened, right? Are you almost on track?
Hi, Lisa. Thankfully, we've evened out. I don't know how things will go from here, but I'm gonna give it everything I've got. It's probably all thanks to the Mothers Group.
Oh, so you're making a profit then?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm making more than I did when we first opened.
Not much longer then.
Not much longer until what, exactly?
Until you hand over half your profits.
Huh? What do you mean?
You're making money, aren't you? It should be obvious. Give me half your profits.
Now, just hold on a second, Lisa. I don't know what you're going on about. Why do I have to give you half of my profits? If you're really that tight on cash, go and talk to the bank.
That's not what this is about at all. Oh, right. You still don't know, do you, Mia?
No, I don't. Please enlighten me.
My dad's part of a gang.
What?
Which means I need to collect a contribution fee. AKA, you need to hand over the money you're making from your little cafe. I hate having to tell this to another mother in the group. But you need to pay. Or else, you know.
I'm not paying you. What are you talking about?
Huh? I'm talking about how you're going to give me half your profits in exchange for protection. Those are the rules for people who choose to run a business in this neighborhood.
I've never heard of this rule before. Besides, what do you mean by gang member? If I really had to pay a contribution fee or whatever, why hasn't your dad's gang come to collect it from me themselves? Don't you think it's weird they've sent you to collect the money?
I had no choice. My dad's a busy man. I'm just helping my dad out. I'm acting on his behalf.
Really? I've never heard of that before.
I mean, it's not like you're part of the gang or anything, is it? So I think it's strange that you're the one who's coming to collect the money. Enough with the chit-chat. If you don't pay up within 3 days, I'll make life very difficult for you. If you don't want to regret it later, you'd better hurry up and get the money together.
I've already told you 1,000 times. I'm not giving you a dime.
Huh? Why? Don't you see what I'm telling you? Do you know what might happen if you don't pay up?
I got that part, but what I still don't get is why I have to pay you. I don't really feel like giving you half of my profits. Plus, your whole gang story sounds made up.
You've got some nerve saying that to someone whose dad is in a gang. If you don't do what I say, I'll make you regret it.
Can you stop with these weird texts? It's pretty cringy, and I don't believe a word of it. If you leave it at these messages, I'll forget about the whole thing.
Well, we don't need to worry about that, because you're going to give me the money.
I already told you, I'm not giving you a thing.
What the hell were you thinking? You finally realized? I told you I'd make your life hell if you went against me, didn't I? I told you to pay up within 3 days, but you didn't, so it's your own fault.
I can't believe you not only broke my shop windows, but you wrote abusive messages on the walls? What's going through your head? Did you think I would just roll over and let you win after you went that far?
I can't say I didn't warn you. This is what you get when you refuse us. You got too cocky thinking you could say no to the contribution fee.
You're a psycho, and you've taken this little thug fantasy thing way too far. Plus, I asked around. You're doing this to the other moms too, aren't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You told the other moms that your dad's part of a gang. You used it to rip them off, didn't you? You don't think there's anything wrong with that? The other moms don't even have their own businesses. This is nothing more than extortion.
I just told them that I'll make it impossible for them to walk these streets if they go against me. They all listen to what I tell them. They're smart, unlike you. Of course, married ladies living in apartment complexes are easy to deal with. They'll do anything you tell them to once they hear your dad's in a gang.
You really are the worst. So, you know what you were doing was wrong the whole time?
Well, I mean, my dad is in a gang. It's only natural that I be on top in this town. Oh, right. If you don't pay up, your family's gonna get it too.
No, that's where I draw the line. Keep my family's name out of your mouth. Don't even think about coming near them. I swear to God, I'll make you regret it if you do.
If you don't want that, you'd better hurry up and pay. You wouldn't want something to happen to them, would you?
Enough is enough. You've taken this way too far. You need to stop right now.
Oh? Aren't you getting a bit too confident? Do you really want to talk to me that way?
Well, you're threatening my family, aren't you? It's not like I'm just gonna shut up and take it.
This is your fault for getting too cocky and not paying up. The other moms always pay straight away. My dad's in a gang, so if you go against me, I'll make your life a living hell. All you have to do is just keep your mouth shut and give me half of your profits every month. You little brat. I can make sure you drown in New York Bay.
Huh? Oh, sorry, that was my dad. Your messages were getting annoying, so I showed them to my dad and he's pissed.
Is that how your dad usually talks?
Yeah, because my dad's actually in a gang.
What?
When I told him about my shop windows getting smashed and all the other problems you've caused, he came right away. Then when he heard me complaining about your texts, he got curious.
Hold on a second. He's in a gang? That has to be a lie.
Unlike you, I don't need to tell lies.
I know you're full of it.
Weren't you the one who was lying in the first place? What kind of a lie is, my dad's in a gang anyway? The truth is, Lisa, you're just another moron.
Wait, hold on a second. What? I know there's no way that's true. Is your dad really?
Yes, he is. You really like to repeat yourself. This is what happens when you mess with people. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Wait, hold on a second. What do you mean by suffer?
Unlike you, my dad's not a fake. As much as I don't like to admit it, my dad is very much connected with gangs.
What?
He'll probably show you what a real gangster is and shake you up a bit. It's just what you deserve.
I had no idea your dad was the real deal. Isn't this all a bit too much?
I knew there was something strange going on from the start. No one would use their dad being part of a gang as an excuse to rip off other people.
What do you mean?
My dad's never heard of any gang in this area aside from the one he's connected with. He knows the members well, and none of them are your dad. So it was unbelievable from the start. Besides, no one who's actually in a gang would try and take money from me.
Really? I didn't know.
Of course you wouldn't. Usually people don't go around telling people their dad's in a gang. So it had to be a lie. I knew it from the second you started spitting out that nonsense.
No, it's not a lie.
If it really was true, I think you'd hide the fact that it was. Didn't I hide it from all of you? It's really not something to be proud of, and certainly something you shouldn't be bragging about. That's why you seemed fishy from the start.
Hold on. You haven't asked your dad to do anything, have you, Mia? He's not gonna go looking for my dad or anything, right?
Maybe he will, maybe he won't.
What?
It was you who chose to include my family in your threats, wasn't it? I can't let you get away with that. You technically just threatened him, you know? Thanks to that, my dad's furious.
It was all empty talk. I was never going to do anything. Don't you get that I wasn't being serious? Aren't we supposed to be friends? Huh? I can't believe you'd get so angry, even though I didn't actually do anything.
Are you absolutely stupid? How can you say that after ruining my shop? The windows didn't smash themselves, did they? Are you crazy?
You don't sound like the Mia I know. What's going on with you? You're scaring me. Go back to the way you were before.
I'm just speaking to you the way you spoke to me. Besides, the whole window situation is a crime. If you don't want to become a criminal, you'd better compensate me ASAP. You need to pay me back for all the inconvenience you've caused me. Also, I couldn't open the shop today, so I'll be charging you for the business hours I've lost.
Wait, hold on. I can't afford to pay that much.
You've got to be joking me. Then what was your plan after breaking my windows? Did you think I'd just roll over and cry about it? Were you gonna ride this lie for as long as you could?
Yeah, but only because that's what most of the other moms do.
How naive. Speaking of the other moms, they aren't stupid. They've kept all of your messages as evidence.
What?
I said all the money you've taken from the moms so far. We have proof of all of it. You can't try and talk your way out of this anymore. You deserve what's coming your way for what you've done.
I don't have that much money.
Why don't you ask your gangster dad for some? He must have some, right? Considering the amount of money he's collected. Oh, wait. Does he actually even exist? Either way, I'll be expecting the whole amount, including everything you've taken up until now. I hope you're looking forward to it.
Mia, calm down. Let's settle this like adults. I already said I'm sorry about the windows. I'll fix it. I'll use duct tape and stick it together.
You can't fix shattered windows with duct tape, stupid. Not only that, it would look terrible. Do you think anyone would ever come into a cafe that has smashed windows being held together by tape? Just when I was getting back on track with the trendy cafe, my business was sabotaged by an overconfident loser.
That's an exaggeration.
You're the one who's in the wrong. Oh, it seems like my dad's heading over to your house.
No, tell him to turn around.
The situation just got messy, so it looks like he decided to just talk to you himself.
What do you mean? He can't do that. I'm going to run away.
Where could you run? There's nowhere you could go in this town without my dad finding you. Reflect on what you did, apologize, and return the money.
What? Isn't your whole purpose just to get money too? You're doing exactly what I tried to do to you.
Are you stupid? That's not even close to what I'm doing. I'm just charging you for the inconvenience caused by your destruction. I'm not a scumbag who uses imaginary gang members to threaten people for money.
You're going too far. Also, can you tell your dad to stop? I'll sort out everything, including the money. But I can't have him come to my house. Don't drag my family into this.
Huh? Which one of us was it who was harassing someone in their house and shop? Who was it who was saying ridiculous stuff like, "Give me half of your profits"?
I'm sorry. I didn't think it would turn out like this. I wasn't being serious. I'm sorry.
If we could solve problems just by apologizing, we wouldn't need cops. Do you see now that fake people don't pass for anything in front of people with real power?
I get it. I truly get it. I'm so sorry for how I acted towards you. So please don't make me suffer any more than you already have.
A lot of people have suffered because of you up to this point, using high school level extortion tactics. What a joke. You're going to return everything you've taken up until now. You better prepare yourself, loser. Lisa fled her house out of fear of a visit from my dad. I guess she wasn't as tough as she claimed to be when she was trying to get money out of me. When my dad showed up, her husband was at home, so he ended up meeting the gangster face to face. My dad went completely insane and demanded to meet Lisa's so-called gangster dad to see what his deal was. Of course, when a skinny little accountant showed up, my dad knew right away Lisa was full of crap. This was all going on while Lisa's husband had no clue what was happening. Of course, Lisa said nothing to him before she ran out of the house like a coward. I guess Lisa's husband and dad put two and two together and got my dad to calm down. They talked him into leaving and told him they'd get to the bottom of all this by talking to Lisa. Afterward, he heard what had happened from Lisa, who had come home, and was speechless. They soon announced they were getting a divorce, and it seems like Lisa fell into despair. The other moms in the area who had suffered as a result of her bullying and extortion, they all very happily decided to take her to court to get back the money she took from them. I heard that it all added up to be quite a bit of money. When Lisa got the legal fees, she almost passed out. After that, I heard that Lisa was shamed out of the neighborhood. No one knows where she is right now. I think it's in her best interest that she lays low for a little while. The other moms were grateful to me for not putting up with Lisa's obvious lie and putting an end to her pathetic act. Being in a gang is no joke. It's not something anyone should brag about, and especially not something to use to get money out of people. But I'm very thankful my dad was there to protect me and help me bring things back to normal. Oh yeah, by the way, my cafe is doing great now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe for more.